2 years ago, it felt like my physique had plateaued. I wasn't making any progress in the gym, although I was working out every single day and trying to get the physique that all the influencers had. I saw them gaining all this muscle, making constant progress, getting super strong, and I wanted to do the exact same thing. So it all came down to discovering one simple system that changed everything for me. I was using the same exact exercises as I did before, but now in just 2 months' time, I made more progress than I had in the prior year. So in this video, I'm gonna dive into that exact system that I used, as well as the exercises that you can apply it to make the best progress of your entire life. So let's dive right into it with the system itself. So what you're gonna be doing is on compound exercises, using a progressive overload scheme that allows you to actually quickly progressively overload. See, the most common misconception people have is that you just either try and go up in weight or reps, and they really don't have an organized, systematic approach to it. And this is what I was doing my entire life. I was just thinking, okay, progressive overload, try and increase the weight. And this is good for beginners. And this is why I only got to that intermediate level with the gym, is because I was using a beginner system where I was just progressively overloading weight or trying to add some reps, but had no systemization to it. So what this progressive overload scheme is it basically goes from 10 to 15 reps with a select weight. So you say it would take 155 on incline barbell bench, and then you would hit that for 10 reps. That should be your absolute max. You should be pushing it when you're doing that 10th rep. Then from here, you're gonna go all the way up until you get 15 reps. You're gonna keep the same exercise, the same amount of weight, and you keep doing it until you hit 15. Once you hit 15, you go back to the start at 10 now with the next weight, whether that's 160 or 165. That's up to you to feel out which one you feel comfortable with moving and progressing with. When you're earlier on doing this, you can probably make a bigger increment of 10 pounds, but once you progress more and more, you might have to make smaller weight progressions. So now that is your progressive overload scheme. You can simply write up the notes in your notes, the exercise you're gonna be using, and you gotta stick to the same exercise, you don't switch it up. And then you just write out with the checklist, 155 for 10, check. Now the next workout, you know your goal is 155 for 11 or more, and then you just gotta hit that and check whatever it is you got. So whether it's 11, 12, let's just say you got 12 for this sake. Now you know next workout you gotta hit 13. And you just keep doing this till you hit 15, then you go to the next weight. It is literally that simple. The reason why this progressive overload scheme works is because you're allowing your body to ingrain that weight into your muscles. Think about it, when you hit 155 for a minimum of 3 to 5 lifts before you move on to the next one, your body has adapted to 155. It knows 155. And when you use this rep range at 10 to 15, you're hitting it for so many reps that now when you go up to 165, going back down to 10 is not that difficult. So this is why it works so well, because you're ingraining the weight into your muscles and into your body, making sure that you're comfortable with it before you move on. And this is the hypertrophic rep range, where you're gonna gain a ton of muscle as well. So beyond the fact that it's just a safe, rep range, it's gonna allow you to really progressively overload. This is the best for muscle hypertrophy, is that 10 to 15 rep range. This is gonna get you massive. So now, what exercises should you actually apply it to? I applied it to the shoulder press, incline bench, and pull-ups. There's some other ones as well, but it's gonna work for any compound exercise, and you can even apply it to isolation exercises. So let me tell you about back in the day when I first applied this. What I applied it to was the incline dumbbell bench. I went from, I think, 65 pounds up to 80 in just 2 months by using this progressive overload scheme. That is how quickly you can progress once you're actually making these adaptations to your muscles. Same thing with pull-ups. I went from 20 pounds all the way up to 50 pounds. It is literally that quick how you can make these progressions that quick. So same thing with shoulder press. I think I got up to 75, and the most recent time that I did this, just a couple months ago, I broke through a plateau and went up to, I think, 82 pounds. It was in kilograms at the time because I was in Sweden. But I'm not that heavy. I'm only 140, 145 on a good day, but sometimes I might even be lighter in the high 130s. So I'm not that heavy of a guy. For me to hit 80s on dumbbell bench or on shoulder press, that's really good weight for me, and I'm very proud of that. So that's that's me pushing it. And now I'm going over to the barbell and experimenting with that a bit, just because that's all I have access to at my current gym. So you can apply this on many different exercises and compound movements over the years. You can try it on dumbbells, barbells. You can apply this to your legs as well. It's squats, RDLs. And if you have muscles, like for example, your rear delt that you want to isolate and you really want to grow, this is the exact rep scheme and progressive overload that you should do on it. So anytime you have a weak muscle or something that's lagging, you should be tracking it and using specific exercises, progressively overloading them with this rep scheme, and you will grow. That is exactly what I did during that 2-month period, was I did this on every single exercise, especially the areas that needed improvement. So for example, I was lagging in my rear delts and my shoulders as a whole, and then also my arms. So what I did was I really made sure to track on all the incline curls I was doing, the skull crushers, I was doing crossbody cable extensions with the cables like that. When you pair them up here and you grab them across, it's just a little bit different from a rope push down, but they both serve the same purpose. This gives you a little bit better of activation and feeling in the muscle. So I was doing that on all these different lifts, and this actually allowed me to get really big. And now after that point in my life 2 years ago, I truly learned how to progressively overload. And since then, it's been a really easy process. And I've actually been able to cut down the amount of exercises I do to only having 1 to 2 muscle-specific exercises per workout. Meaning sometimes I'll only hit like incline dumbbell bench for my workout for chest. And that's all I'll do for chest, nothing else. And I usually try and keep about 2 exercises, 2 sets each for arms, just give them a little more volume, try and hit like biceps, brachialis. Same thing with triceps, just hit them in a little bit of a different angle. But I don't do more than 1 to 2 exercises per workout. And this is what I found the most effective, is not destroying the muscles when you're working out and really just focusing on actually progressively overloading them on those main compound exercises, and then really keeping this tracking sheet. Because one of the biggest drivers of growth is gonna be getting stronger in the gym, especially if you're doing it in the hypertrophic rep range. That's gonna be key to getting big. I mean, it's really just sticking to that higher rep range, getting stronger. I mean, think about it. If you push 50 pounds on incline dumbbell bench now and you go up to 80 pounds at the same amount of reps, like 12, 15 reps, do you not think that 30-pound weight difference is gonna make significant gains for you? That is gonna be the biggest factor in driving growth. So that's what I'd highly recommend, is using this progressive overload scheme on the main compounds. And the 3 main exercises that are gonna get you big are gonna be any sort of incline dumbbell or barbell bench. So just an incline bench, shoulder press. Once again, it can be barbell, it can be dumbbell, and I'd recommend doing it seated. And then pull-ups. Pull-ups are gonna get you huge. If you start doing weighted pull-ups as well, oh my God, that's gonna get your back massive. And that's all you really need to do. It is that simple. Same thing for legs. I recommend 2 different exercises. It's gonna be squats and RDLs. I do them with the barbell or for RDLs, and then for split squats, I like to do them with dumbbells on the Bulgarian split squats with my leg up on the bench. That's all I do. My exercise and my training is so basic. I spend such little time in the gym, yet I'm making more progress now than ever before, all because of this new progressive overload scheme. So I'd highly recommend you implement it. If you want my help with this, I do offer a free one-on-one coaching call. It's a 30-minute call where we're gonna go into your life into detail, into all different aspects, not just fitness, but everything, and then figure out your dream life and give you actionable steps in order to achieve it. So if you want help more on the fitness side of things, we can focus on that more. And go ahead and book in that call. The calendar is gonna be down below. You can book that in with me. And if not, I also have a school community where I give you all the fitness programs, all the knowledge on how to get girls, all the knowledge on how to become a high value man. Basically, all my knowledge from my life, I put into that community. So if that's of interest, then go ahead and check that out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe. On this channel, I'll be teaching life maxing, so how to get better in every single aspect of your life. Go ahead and, if that sounds of interest, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everyone.